Well, hello YouTube, Steve Pat with General Pat Bushcraft back with you, friends. I'm back out in the backyard today. I want to show you one of the world's smallest cook stoves, 4 inches by 3.5. Let's put it together. Let me show you the dimensions up close. Stay with me. Thank you so much for stopping by General Patton's Bushcraft and Self-Reliance on YouTube. I appreciate everything you do for the channel and all your support. All right, friends, here it is. Comes in this nice canvas pack with 2 belt loops sewn on the back side of this nice black canvas case. But here's all the parts of the Jeo Tec. That's with the J. But it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces. Let's put it together. Let's get some dimensions on this thing, and then we'll do a bushcraft technique of batoning some wood to fit this awesome super small stove. This is the bottom. It has 3 tabs. They're going to fit in these slots. So we'll go ahead and put that guy on there now. This one has a cutout where we can feed the wood in. Jeo Tec, Jeotec. Feed the logs in here. Got a nice base on the bottom. Let's get some dimensions on this bad boy. 3 inches across the top, 3.5 across the bottom. It's about 4 inches tall overall. This thing, super small. Here's the carry pouch that goes with it. Belt loops on the back. Nice snap. Jeo Tec. Mini. Backpacking, hiking, camping, stove. Let's baton some wood and get a little fire going. Alright, friends, this is the piece of cedar we're going to use. I'm going to cut this in half. Our stove is about half this height, so let's cut this log in half. Alright, friends, we got this log here. You notice it's about the same height as the mini stove. Let's use our bushcraft technique and baton process this log small enough so it'll work nicely in this stove. Let's grab our bushcraft mallet. Check the playlist. You can make one of these mallets for your bushcraft collection. DIY bushcraft tool making. This is the backyard mallet. Alright, friends, see, I think you can see how the grain is running this way. That's how I'm going to start batoning. I'm going to take my Mora knife and I'm going to place it with the grain of the wood. Instead of going across grain, I'm going to go with it. Go ahead and take this bark off. But let's start here. I don't want to start like this. I'm going to put my knife level. I'm going to take a mallet and just tap the back side of this spine right here. I'm going to concentrate on the middle of the spine. Drive that down in there. Now at this point, I'm going to hit the tip of my knife and go ahead and split this. You can see I got it split now. Now I'm just going to take my knife and twist. Open that up. Okay. Let's go ahead and do another one right here. Tap, tap, tap with the mallet. We'll get it down in there. Now I can lightly tap the tip and twist. I'll go ahead and do this one here. I'm going to split the difference of this width. I'm going to place my knife in the middle. And twist. I don't want to bounce my edge of my knife blade off of this granite and dull my knife. So now let's start making some smaller sticks. That's a pretty good size. Get it down, twist. This one. Alright, we got our wood processed up, small enough to fit this Jeo Tec super mini camp stove. Let's go ahead and get a fire going in there. I got some pine needles. Let's go ahead and put some bark in there. Just letting that fire work. No need to pile a bunch of sticks in there too soon. Let that thing get nice and hot. Get a few little embers in here. And she'll take off. She's starting to take off a little bit now. Thing about this little stove, it won't hold a lot of sticks. You can only put so many in there at a time, so they're going to burn up quick. So you want to have a nice little pile on standby like I have here. You can boil your water, warm up your 1-quart cook pot, no problemo. It's a fun little stove, super tiny. Again, let's look at the dimensions. 3 inches across the top, 3.5 across the bottom, 4 inches at the highest point, and it'll fit this is a 6-inch pot, 6-inch quart pot. Fits on there super nicely. We could cook up some soup, some stew, boil water, whatever we need to do. The Jeo Tec, hiking, backpacking, camping, off-grid, overlanding mini stove. Okay, friends, there you have it. Super mini. Really, it's a backpacking stove, but it'll go right on your belt with the 2 belt loops on the back of the case. So fit nicely, super small, could go on fasten it to your pack. Doesn't take up any room at all, friends. 4 inches. It's only about a 1/2 inch thick with everything stored away in the pack. But there you have it. That's the Jeo Tec Super Mini Backpacking Stove, friends. All right. Before you leave, hit that subscribe button. Give the video a thumbs up. And I appreciate everything you do for the channel. All your views, all your likes, all your shares. Most importantly, all your comments and your shares. Super important. Share the video, friends. Do me a favor. Just share it to a couple of your friends. That'll help me out tremendously. All right. Please don't depart from the faith. And if you haven't already, give your life to Christ. Do it today. Don't wait. And as always, God is good. God is great. I see y'all on the next video. Already got a date.